You're allowing 25 persons to attend a wedding that can wait, while people have their loved one on ice. I am not thinking about my operations here alone. I'm thinking about persons who does not have the facility to store the amount of bodies I can. However, I think the government has little or no regards for the funeral industry by making such a decision without consulting with persons from the industry. It is disrespect, considering the things we are faced with in the industry. How are some of those people going to store these bodies for the 3 weeks? What we're going to have is chaos when it's released. When these 3 weeks is released, it's going to be chaos. We're going to have a bottleneck situation where, and before, because people start rushing in. You see outside just a while ago, people start rushing in to have their loved one buried before the band. And I am sure as the band is lifted, you're going to have more rush, more crowd, more spread. How can you stop funeral when they're giving a bar 12 hours to operate, where people sitting down in there drinking, they cannot drink in mass, spitting in each other's face? Go home, spread the virus to their family. Their family go out to work, spread the virus. They're going about this thing wrong. They should make mass mandatory. That is the first step they should have done. Make the mask mandatory. You should be charged if you're seen on the road not wearing a mask. That is the first way to go about it, not the way they're doing it now. You're allowing 25 persons to attend a wedding that can wait, while people have their loved one on ice, want to lay them to rest and can't get the opportunity to do that. I have a situation this morning. Let me just give you a thing. I have a situation this morning where this lady came down night before last night. Her daughter is supposed to be buried within the next 2 weeks. So she's from New York and she's here to make her necessary arrangement to apply to parish council to get her permission to bury on her own land. And she had to be doing the funeral for this Sunday to beat the deadline. And even trying to beat the deadline, when they reach out to parish council this morning to apply for the permission to bury on land, they said they can't accommodate them. And I think it's highly unfair. I would say this government is pennywise and pound foolish. Yes, that's a correct statement. They do not have a government mark, which they should have had years ago. That in cases like these, people can rest assured that their loved one bodies is properly stored. As is, we are receiving a lot of decomposed and partially decomposed bodies from some of these government contracted funeral homes because of the length of time they take to do postmortems, because they only have 2 pathologists. What I want to get up tomorrow morning and see is the government come with some tough strategy to deal with gun crime. That is what I want to see, not to do this to the funeral industry. We needed to tackle gun crime, we needed to tackle crime itself. Not taking it out on the funeral home, because it's obviously taking it on the funeral home. So why a man can go bar and drink? You can't marry. You can't go to the amusement park. You cannot bury your loved one. It is really disgraceful. In my opinion, the wedding and the funeral should get the same treatment, or the funeral should get better treatment. Because if you're in love, you hope you're and you love your partner and you continue. People, it is hard to sit at the dining table knowing that Papa used to sit here. And Papa is not there. Papa is in the funeral home. You want to put down Papa to get some closure. Because closure don't begin until people literally see the casket going down. I will not waiver any charge. The government should have approached the funeral industry before making such a decision. You don't make the decision then try to do something. You have to approach us and find out what it would cost us, storage wise, every way you can think of, how it would affect the industry. But I can tell you, it is going to be worse than having these funerals going out. Because I said before, this week, the crowd that you're going to see on the road with funerals, people trying to beat this deadline for Monday. And for after the 3 weeks when this thing is opened up, we're going to have a lot more spread.
Do you think the government should be the one standing the additional costs for the 3 week storage?
Definitely. Without a doubt.